It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Dolphins and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports from the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds will get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tua going to throw. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson going to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And Jackson going to run again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Dolphins had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's Gaskin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Each of the last 2 seasons, Myles Gaskin has gone over 800 all-purpose yards and showed Miami they may have something long-term in him. The Dolphins were aggressive in free agency, though, bringing in multiple backs to compete with him for carries. One thing we do know about the former 7th rounder out of Washington, he's a fighter.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second down, this is Edmonds. Got a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Running on first down with Gaskin. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Gaskin again on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Play action, now it's Tua. Just toss it away. So he throws it away and he brings up fourth down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And here's Jackson on the option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson running again.
A good chunk on the ground and a keep of 17 yards. First down.
No frills, no additives, nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tua. Just keeping the play alive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd down, Gaskin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Pass complete as Okama with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This on 1st and goal. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Edmonds diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. From the 10. The Ravens offense back out there. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they run with Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Let's go.
On play action, here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got Dolphins shaking up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll go for it with Edmonds.
And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Again, Jackson will keep it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Back-to-back 9-sack seasons of Miami have firmly established Emmanuel Ogbah as the face of the Fins pass rush.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a luck.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Oh, nice move. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Trying to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, now how to get the touchdown. Remember, he just didn't tip the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good shot. Dang, man.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season. Nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that 1st half. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one.
Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll go option to the short side. The quick feet by Jackson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now Jackson on first down. Dumps it off to Edwards. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Now we'll run straight ahead with Edmonds.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
And the tackle made at the 13. He was well short of first.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over the 100-yard mark for the game. And this defense has just had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps, both passing and running.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again with Dobbins. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Miami set to take over.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Gaskin.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Okay. This is like...
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. On second down, here's the option. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting him today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Second down and another run with Edmonds.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They deny out of the corner. Blitz that time. And delivers to the 2 with a 9-yard loss.
My goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful fake. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's the option, running right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Play action. Now Jackson.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Dobbins diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Tucker now to add the point after.
they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds again. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to wind up the 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down. And they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Tua and the Dolphins down 20-13. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Tua. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Tua. And that's caught by Williams. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tua to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking sideline, and he finds Ezekama. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering where's that magic line for my kicker. They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
55 rushing yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson going to take this himself.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15.
And Jackson going to run again.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
They'll try and run the option.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the
4. They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Edwards. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Jackson. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? What? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.